Somewhere, in an abandoned drawer of an old federal archive, rests a map faded, fragile, its edges burned as if someone tried to destroy it. On that map are circles, marking places erased from every modern chart, ghost towns buried in dust, islands locked behind fences, mountains that hum with strange vibrations. These places exist, but only in the shadows between truth and fear. Today, we're pulling back the curtain on the world's most secret locations, places the government denies, places that officially do not exist. Get ready, because we're going off the grid. Our first stop is a place you've probably heard whispers about, but never the full story. Area 51, officially known as Homey Airport or Groom Lake. This highly classified United States Air Force facility in Nevada is the stuff of legend. For decades, the government completely denied its existence. It wasn't until 2013 that the CIA officially acknowledged it. But what goes on inside remains one of the world's most tightly guarded secrets. The official story. It's a testing ground for experimental aircraft and weapons systems, like the U-2 spy plane and the F-117 Nighthawk stealth fighter. But the unofficial stories are far more captivating. UFO sightings have been reported in the area for generations, leading many to believe it's a hub for reverse engineering alien technology. Whistleblowers, like Bob Lazar, have come forward with claims of working on extraterrestrial spacecraft within the facility's hidden hangars. While his claims are hotly debated, the sheer level of secrecy, the massive restricted airspace, and the armed guards who patrolled the perimeter with orders to use deadly force all fuel the fire. Is it just advanced military tech, or is it something not from this world? The truth is locked behind miles of desert and layers of classified documents. Next, we travel from the deserts of Nevada to the freezing wilderness of the Ural Mountains in Russia. Welcome to Mezgori, a closed town so secret that its very name means in the mountains. Founded in 1979, it's one of Russia's few remaining closed administrative territorial formations. What does that mean? It means you can't just visit. Entry is strictly forbidden to outsiders without special permission, and its residents are sworn to secrecy. Satellite images show massive excavation projects on Mount Yam, the highest peak in the southern Urals. U.S. officials have long suspected that this is the site of a massive, nuclear-proof underground complex, potentially a command center for Russia's strategic rocket forces, or a bunker for the country's leadership in the event of a nuclear war. The Russian government has given vague and conflicting explanations, ranging from it being a mining site, a food storage area, or a repository for national treasures. But the scale of the construction, visible even from space, suggests something far more significant. A complex capable of housing tens of thousands of people, deep inside a mountain, is not built for storing canned goods. Whatever its true purpose, Mezgori remains a black hole of information, a secret city shielded by mountains and government denial. Now let's head to the coast of England, to a place that looks like something out of a science fiction movie, Orfordness. This desolate shingle spit was once one of the UK's most secret military research sites. From World War I through the Cold War, it was the backdrop for top-secret experiments in aerial warfare, bombing systems, and atomic weapons research. The strange, pagoda-like structures that dominate the landscape were designed to contain accidental explosions during weapons testing. But the most intriguing mystery of Orfordness is its connection to early radar development and a system coding Cobra Mist. This was a massive over-the-horizon radar station designed to detect Soviet missile launches and aircraft. It became operational in 1972 but was abruptly shut down just a year later, plagued by unexplained noise and interference. To this day, no one is sure what caused the problem. Some theories point to geological anomalies, while others whisper about something more paranormal. The site was officially abandoned and is now a nature reserve. But the eerie buildings and lingering secrets serve as a stark reminder of a time when the world stood on the brink of technological warfare. Imagine an island so secret, its own government tried to wipe it from the map. That's the story of Vozrastenia Island, also known as Rebirth Island, in the Aral Sea. Once a small, unassuming island, it became the Soviet Union's premier biological weapons testing ground. From the 1950s until the fall of the USA, scientists here worked with some of the deadliest pathogens known to man: anthrax, smallpox, plague, and more. They weaponized these agents, testing their effectiveness on animals in open-air experiments. The level of secrecy was absolute. The island was designated by a code name, Aralsk 7, and its location was a state secret. After the Soviet Union collapsed, the facility was hastily abandoned. Canisters of live anthrax spores were buried in pits, and the site was left to decay. But the Aral Sea began to shrink, and by the early 2000s, the island had become a peninsula, connected to the mainland. Suddenly, a biological time bomb was accessible by land. An international effort was launched to decontaminate the site, but experts warn that deadly spores could still be lurking in the soil. Rebirth Island is a terrifying example of a place that not only did unofficially exist, but also posed a threat to the entire world. Let's move to the other side of the globe, to the remote Australian outback. Hidden deep within this vast emptiness is Pine Gap, a Joint US Australian satellite surveillance base. Its official name is the Joint Defence Facility Pine Gap. For years, its purpose was shrouded in mystery. The Australian government downplayed its significance, but documents leaked by Edward Snowden confirmed what many had long suspected. Pine Gap is one of the most important intelligence-gathering facilities in the world. Its massive red domes, those giant white golf balls you see in satellite photos, conceal powerful antennas that intercept signals from a constellation of spy satellites. These satellites can hoover up communications from across the Eastern Hemisphere, from missile tests in Asia to cell phone calls in the Middle East. It plays a critical role in global surveillance, military operations, and even drone targeting. Its existence in the heart of Australia makes the country a key player in America's global intelligence network, a fact that remains a point of controversy and debate. Pine Gap is a silent sentinel in the desert, listening to the world's secrets. Finally, we journey to the forests of North Carolina, to a place that looks like a corporate retreat, but is actually a school for spies. This is Camp Peary, better known as the farm. Officially, it's a U.S. military reservation. Unofficially, it's the CIA's primary covert training facility. This is where case officers, the spies who recruit foreign agents, learn their training. For decades, the CIA refused to even acknowledge its connection to the site. At the farm, future spies are put through grueling, realistic simulations. They learn everything from clandestine communication and surveillance detection to weapons handling and paramilitary skills. They might practice dead drops in the nearby town of Williamsburg, or learn how to withstand brutal interrogations. The training is designed to push them to their physical and psychological limits, preparing them for the lonely, high-stakes world of espionage. While the existence of the farm is now an open secret, the specifics of what goes on behind its guarded fences are known only to those who have passed through its gates. It's a place where ordinary people are transformed into the unseen figures who operate in the shadows of global politics. From underground bunkers and biological weapon labs to spy schools and alien secrets, these places stretch the boundaries of what we think we know about our world. They are monuments to secrecy, power, and fear. While satellites may have mapped every inch of our planet, these locations prove that there are still blank spaces on the map. Places that exist just beyond our sight, deliberately hidden from view. They remind us that the world is far more complex and mysterious than it appears, and that some secrets are meant to be kept. What other hidden places do you think are out there? Let us know in the comments below. Thanks for joining us on this journey into the unknown. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss an expedition into the shadows. Until next time, stay curious.